It's true, I do live in a dumpster. It's called Long Island. It's funny because Becca is from Long Island, so it's especially hard. Any SpongeBob fans in the crowd? Okay, that's not a coincidence. Good to know. Cool. And I was like, I'm a pretty social and anxious person, which means this is the last thing I should be doing. So like, it led to me developing a lot of fun fears actually. Like, I spent most of my life afraid of gorillas, which I think is very masculine fear to be honest. So what's weird is that I was afraid of gorillas, but it was SpongeBob's fault, strangely enough. It's like for you SpongeBob fans. Does anybody recall that episode?
Yes!
Thank you so much, you're gonna love this. Where SpongeBob was mauled by a gorilla.
Yes!
Thank you so much. Okay. For the rest of you, we're going on a very wild ride to season 3, episode 16 of SpongeBob, titled Crabs, I Had an Accident. I gotta remember this, it's very traumatic of an experience. So 18 years ago, there's an episode where the title suggests SpongeBob had an accident and he locked himself in his house. So as a solution, Sandy the Squirrel, the genius, says that Patrick should put on a gorilla suit and then attack her. That's the plan. From the genius who built a spaceship underwater. It's great, going there. So, fast forward. Patrick is pretending to attack Sandy, but it's not real. It's a kid's show. They have rules. Can't be violent, or so you thought. Because as this is happening, a second Patrick walks into scene, and now you're like, hold up. There's only one Patrick, and he's in the gorilla suit, you know, like they told us. This is a kid's show, you can't lie to us. That's not a good thing to teach children, first off. But no, the second Patrick unzips, revealing he's actually a live-action gorilla wearing the skin of Patrick as though Hannibal Lecter, and then rips SpongeBob in half. And this is still a kid's show. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Except my innocence is now gone. Seriously. SpongeBob, they pulled the old Scooby-Doo switcheroo on us. Now, but like, in retrospect, it was obviously a man in a gorilla suit. That's logical sense. But this aired, 18 years ago. I was a child when this aired. I was impressionable. Okay? I would grow up thinking that there was no escape from gorilla, land or sea. And like SpongeBob already had us convinced that Sandy the Squirrel could live underwater. And like gorillas, they're higher on the evolutionary ladder than our squirrels. So if a squirrel could figure out underwater breathing, you know damn well a gorilla will too. And here's a not so fun fact. Gorillas can learn sign language. That is like 2 steps away from just figuring out underwater breathing and just becoming like Atlantean gorillas that just take over the circus world. And that would be terrifying. So like I said, I'm a very anxious person. Makes me fear a lot of things, like clothes shopping. Clothes shopping is terrifying. Like I always feel like I'm being judged when I'm in a clothes store. Especially when I'm in a store that I know I should not be in. Last week, I was in the terrifying store that is Victoria's Secret. Not as a shopper, not as a shopper. I was just there, that's it, okay? So, see, my girlfriends, they dragged me there. Again, not in a weird way, not in a weird way. It's like it works, that's a book. That's a very big hand, okay. So yeah, it works, like my girlfriends, they shop for garments, and I am attracted to men, so it just works out. Dangerous territory. Now, when I'm Victoria's Secret, which is not often, I need to make it very, very clear to the employees that I am not looking anywhere near the mannequins. That would just be very, not a good sign. Like, you walk in, which I don't walk in because I don't go there, but if I hypothetically were to walk in, eyes to the floor immediately. If it's not for me, it's not for me. But it's objectively my stuff, like I can respect it. But it's not for the people who like the people I do. That's just, I mean, nah. Scary story. Swear to God. I'm like, I feel like Victoria's Secret is a very great business. But like, they could be a much better business if they like market their services to everybody. Like, I did not know that Victoria's Secret, the employees will measure you in there, and it's free. All guys would love that. Think about it. What is the one thing a guy brags about most? His height. If you don't believe me, go on a dating app right now. Pull it up. What is the first line in a man's bio?
I'm over 6'3" if that matters.
Exactly. So am I, but that's another day. No, first line in a man's bio. Yo, I'm 6'1", ... Because that matters, apparently. And then you go out with him and he's 5'8". No, I'm kidding. I do background checks. I know this man's type where he even does. And so much more. So much more. Yeah, but like, all guys do is lie about their height. So knowing this, Victoria's Secret is in a very unique position to catch all men that are lying. And you can't fight it. Like, if they measure you, that's it. They've spoken. 6 feet is 6 feet, and you just ain't it. That's it. Now, there is one guy I don't like, actually. It's gotta be said. I don't like Bill Gates. Well, thank you. Now, Mr. Microsoft has way too much money. Oh, but like, some might say that Bill Gates, he gives to charity, right? He's a very generous billionaire. Okay, fine. To what's the name of the foundation Mr. Bill Gates gives so much money to? To the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Thank you very much. And it's not even like that he like died and someone like changed the name, to like to honor him or something. No. Mr. Gates woke up one day, saw his $130 billion lying around. He did, yeah. And he thought, you know what, fine. I'll give some of my money away. I'll give it away. But to me. That'll get him thinking that I'm generous. No, it's fine. It's like Billy claims he'll give it away when he dies. Yeah, because he'll be dead. Not even God could find a place for all that money. $130 billion? That can't fit in heaven. I'm kidding. Bill Gates ain't going to heaven. Now, besides the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, there are good charities. There are. Charities are a great way to make you think that you could solve any problem in the world. Right? And they format it like it's so cheap. It's amazing. Take World Hunger. Very big problem. But last week I saw a commercial on TV, and it went that for just 30 cents a day, you could feed a child in need. 30 cents. Where are they finding this food that costs 30 cents? That should be the commercial. Because that's what I want to know now. If you got me reeled in, drop the link. Seriously, that would be a much better commercial. Comes on, for just 30 cents a day, you could eat. It's what? By that math, 30 cents by the dollar feeds 3 people, $100 to feed 300 to 330 people, is that right? Yeah. See, that's right. I can do math and I'm gay. I'm great. Breaking norms. So what? If I was also a guy who, I don't know, had an arbitrary number of $130 billion. Arbitrarily, and my last name rhymed with Yates. I could, arbitrarily solve world hunger. But I'm not giving an opinion on that. I don't talk about Bill Gates. This is why I own a Mac anyway, it's fine. Yeah, that is all I have for y'all today. Thank you. For Review Pride, I am Brennan Catanzaro, so